Stop burning hours and budget on HP chip lock-ins. This is real. Since 2016, HP's dynamic security firmware has blocked third-party supplies and sparked backlash. There's even a class action settlement process in 2025. Some updates have brick devices, others flag good compatibles as counterfeit. The bottleneck isn't your cartridges, it's firmware and defaults. Now here's the fix. I'll give you 3 safe routes you can use today. It's device settings, a firmware control policy with rollback, and chip resets when you need them. You'll run compatibles reliably without breaking printers or risking support. Here's the first move. Disable your auto updates. If you manage office tech, subscribe. We're restoring supply flexibility and maximizing uptime. Here's the breakdown. HP's cartridge protection can bind a cartridge to one printer. If that flag is on, moving the same cartridge to another unit gets it rejected. Add smart or cloud features that phone home and you've built a wall. So the fix starts in settings. Here's what to change. Turn off cartridge protection. Opt out of HP restrictions if your model shows them. Disable only use genuine prompts that escalate blocks. You're not hacking anything here. You're using built-in controls. That's the leverage point. Now here's the front panel steps. Open system or setup, go to supplies or cartridge, set protection to off. Labels vary by model, but the path stays the same. It should look something like system/setup forward supplies/cartridges forward protection off. Then you save it and then exit. Here's the embedded web server steps. Grab the printer's IP from the network menu, paste it in your browser, then go to settings or security, then supplies settings, and then disable cartridge protection and any cloud or supplies controls that enforce genuine only behavior. Then you save it and then reboot. Here's some common misconceptions. People turn off protection but leave smart supplies on. The block still fires, so you gotta turn both off. And make sure you avoid these mistakes. Don't factory reset before checking supply settings. That wastes a lot of time. Don't mix HP and standard units under one policy either. Once device settings are neutral, we lock in stability by controlling firmware. Now, how do we operationalize this? Firmware is the gatekeeper. Many HP updates add new chip checks that quietly reject compatibles. You need to freeze firmware on a stable build, block auto updates, and move forward only on your terms. Let's focus on local control first. In the EWS, open web services or updates. Disable automatic updates and then uncheck anything like allow HP to download updates or check for updates automatically. Then save and reboot. That one change stops surprise lockouts. Now the fleet control is next. Use your network to block update hosts. At the router or firewall level, deny outbound calls to HP update endpoints for printer VLANs. If you run an admin console or an MPS tool, turn off device-side update services and enforce a maintenance window. Keep a change log with model, current firmware version, and the update you froze it. That's your audit trail. Here's a rollback strategy you can use. If a recent update caused rejections, roll it back if your model supports it. Download a prior firmware build from the official source for that device family. In EWS or by USB, load the file. Verify the checksum, then flash, but don't power off while it updates. After it reboots, print a configuration or status page. Confirm the firmware version and supply status look good. After freezing or rolling back, reset a compatible. Run a test page. On a stable build, many issues will disappear. If the device is provisioned as HP+, you won't fully bypass certain controls. Use compatibles that match that ecosystem or re-provision to a standard model if you can. Keep those devices segregated. The common misconception is that teams update Windows or Mac drivers and ignore device firmware. Keep both aligned. Drivers don't override device checks. Firmware does. If settings in firmware don't clear the block, the next move is chip level resets. Now some HP models hard enforce chip counters. When settings and firmware aren't enough, use chipsets or compatible chips. You're not modifying the printer. You're swapping the data the printer reads. Now there are some options. You can either use cartridge resetters to reprogram the chip, install cartridges with reset chips already on board, or replace a chip with a compatible version that matches your printer series and firmware family. The safe path is to buy from reputable vendors and match by model and firmware lineage. If your fleet is frozen on a specific firmware, buy chips rated for that family and then keep the samples. To do this, you gotta power off the printer and then install the reset chip or insert the reset cartridge. Then power back on, accept the prompts, and then run alignment or calibration. Then print a supplies report to confirm status is okay. Some common mistakes to avoid are mixing chip revisions across the fleet, touching contacts with bare hands, or forcing low quality chips that throw read errors. Skip all that. Another method is to use remanufactured cartridges rated for your firmware. Avoid HP Plus locked units for this approach. Test on one device first before any fleet rollout. Okay, here are the key takeaways. Control settings, freeze firmware, and use chip resets only when needed. Hope this helps.